Gogamat insoles for lasting comfort. They're made with washable, breathable materials. They're adorable and they're wonderfully affordable. They're very able shoes. Get Skechers Go Walks at a Skechers store near you or wherever stylish shoes are sold.
Are you more than $10,000 in debt? Feel like you're on a never-ending treadmill, staying in one place and never getting ahead with those minimum payments? Don't let the credit card companies bully you anymore. There are programs in place to help you get free of your debt, and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. The program at Total Financial Freedom can help you get debt-free in months instead of decades. Call Total Financial.
Welcome to the Business Happy Hour. Glad you're here and listening. We are Tampa Bay's #1 show for all things business and entrepreneurial. I hope you're listening live today on 1250 at 11 a.m. If not, you might be catching us on 970 WFLA bright and early on Sunday morning. If so, I hope you're having a great morning. In studio, we are welcoming back our longtime friend and missing co-host, Mr. Ryan James Pelky of TampaBay Plumbers. How are you?
Excellent to be back.
He almost missed today, too.
He almost did.
No. I wasn't even late. I thought I was going to be fashionably late, but I wasn't. I got here right on time.
Right on the intro. Right on
time. Right on time. I hear if you're creative, you're more likely to be late. Is that
I am very creative.
You are very creative.
Like extremely creative.
But I'm not really that creative, so I don't know. I mean,
you're normally pretty good. I'm like Salvador Dali creative. Gary's face is melting right now.
But that's a true thing. I didn't know there was a correlation there. But apparently, the more creative you are, the more trouble you have.
Or the more late you are.
I've also heard it's associated with genius. Okay, you said the article.
Yeah, but that article has other articles that basically debunk everything.
It was on CNN, Doug. I believe it.
Yeah, exactly. There's your problem.
I think it was on Fox
Everybody
News.
believes Don Lemon.
Oh, come on. Don's a good guy.
Love him.
Actually, I did see some news article recently, totally off topic, that CNN is bleeding viewers right now that their viewership is just crazy down. I don't know. I don't keep up with all that stuff,
It
but
doesn't
it's
surprise me.
sounds like not a good thing for them. So Ryan's with 813 Plumber, Tampa Bay Plumbers, your premier plumbing company. We're going to spend some time today talking about our businesses.
I saw your truck this morning, by the way, the number 3 truck on I-4. So
Good.
whoever's in number 3, I saw them.
Good.
Oh,
And
man.
it's funny because I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I knew the logo because it says 813 Plumber on the side, and I knew that's pretty amazing that I knew that.
That you recognize the word 813 Plumber?
Yeah, because there's another guy who does a radio show, very successful. He did $18 million in sales last year, and his logos are just black and yellow, and he goes very simple. Everybody knows it's me. Everybody can relate.
Black and yellow.
Is that like the pink plumber?
No,
You seen
it's not
that
a plumbing
guy?
company. It's another type of construction company. But everybody knew who he was.
Who is it?
Frankie Lane, who does the next level of Frankie Lane on this channel,
God.
and he does solar.
Oh, okay.
Solar.
Wow.
Solar.
Interesting.
So we don't want to forget about Doug. We got our other co-host, and now Doug's been with me for the last couple weeks when Ryan just left me in here all by myself in the studio. Doug's owner of Suncoast Roofing Solutions. You guys can find them at 888-888-ROOF. How's the roofing world, Doug?
Busy.
Busy? How far out are you guys booked right now?
We have jobs till July.
Wow. So that means if I wanted a roof, I have to wait till July to do it, or do you kind
It
of
depends on the type of roof. So
Okay.
tile jobs, we have July. Shingles are a much quicker transition turnaround.
Got it.
So probably middle of June.
Okay.
May, June.
Do you run a shingle crew? Obviously.
We have 6 different crews.
Wow.
So a couple of our crews do shingles only. A couple of our crews do tile only. A couple of our crews do a mixture of both.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
your business has got to be a lot like mine, to where you get a backlog going through the summer because you can hardly do any work.
And that's the problem. It's a double-edged sword in the summer. For me, it's like it's great because we pick up business, but it's terrible because you can't get any work done.
Yeah.
So the backlog gets further and further behind.
Now, for the listeners who don't know your business, why is there a backlog?
Well, I mean, when it rains every day,
Oh.
you're not going to get on a roof and do any work, are you?
Not me. I'm not getting on a roof
So
either
I'm
way.
signing jobs because more people's roofs are leaking, so we're signing more and more business, but I'm not getting business done. So it's not a very profitable quarter for me. My third quarter of the year is never profitable.
Our septic business is a lot the same. You can't. It's hard to dig and put in a new drain field and septic tank in the middle of the summer when it's
But
raining.
we make money.
wet.
We make money in repairs because my
And-
repair guys can get out there and knock a job out in a couple hours, and they're getting paid. So.
But it's crazy because when it rains a lot, your roofs are leaking, and your drain fields are failing.
Right.
So you have all this crazy demand,
Yep.
but you just can't furnish. You cannot supply the demand. It's almost impossible to put labor on the jobs, and if you do, half the time you're pulling labor off by noon, 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Wow.
So, yeah, you want to try to start as early as possible.
Yeah, during the summer for sure. You want to start early.
Early birds. Get
What
to
do they
work.
say about smart people and getting up early? Because I don't get up early. I don't know. You guys are all talking about this early stuff.
Yeah,
Stressing me out.
that's another thing.
I'm up
there's-
at 5:30 every morning.
Yeah.
Wow. What's that like? What does that look like?
I go to bed at 9:30 every night.
That is what it looks like. Hey, by the way, a lot of our listeners right now are listening at 5 a.m. Glad you guys got up to listen, and now you know why I record that show.
I don't do that on the weekends though.
No.
No, but my kids usually get me about like 6:30 or so.
Yeah. Mine gets up at 6:30 to play Fortnite. Great.
Oh my God, really?
Oh, I'm dead serious. We literally have to put the alarm on in the downstairs of the house just so he can't get down there to play Fortnite. He will set an alarm to wake up and play
You need
Fortnite.
to get him off that game.
Oh yeah, it's like crack. I'd rather him do crack.
Addiction.
I think it's cheaper. I think crack is cheaper.
Yeah, Ethan's the same way. Ethan. I mean, maybe not quite to that extent, but he's right there with you.
All I say is, why did we not invent that game? It's the new thing.
All I can say is why didn't we take video of us playing that game? Playing
And load
double
on
dribble.
YouTube and-
We could have played double dribble, and
Double dribble.
we would have been rich.
That's all you have to do.
Double dribble.
Hey, look at me hop over these mushrooms.
I know it's crazy. When I went to your house and watched your son watching someone else play a video game on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what they do.
My son will watch that as much as you let him.
What?
Literally, you have to kick him off the TV.
Ah,
and apparently, this is a phenomenon with the kids these days. It's not just our kids. I mean,
Get him
all
outside,
of them.
play some sports. Come on.
I try. I have to bribe him.
When I was a kid, my mom used to have to beg me to come inside for dinner. I was outside from morning till night.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Now, of course, I'm sure you got together with your friends and played, because we grew up in the Nintendo age. Like when we were
Yeah, but it
little
wasn't
kids, there wasn't
barely played video games.
When the Nintendo came out, it was both, but
That
it
was
kind of
that was a nighttime thing. It was never during the day. It was when you.
Well,
you know.
Michigan is famous for 3-4 days stretches of horrible weather.
Yeah.
So, you guys are in. Yeah, you're inside regardless. You're either watching movies or playing video games. So you might as well play video games. And I was the same way when I was little. And if it was nice outside, I never came inside.
So how about this one?
So just to put that in perspective, the guy that every kid watches is a guy named Ninja. He makes $500,000 a month just playing.
What?
$500,000 a month to play Fortnite.
What? $6 million a year.
What?
Yeah, he has 200 million players worldwide that follow him. He's got 10 million followers on his Twitch channel, which is the pay channel to pay to watch him. He's got 20 million YouTube subscribers. He was 2018's one of 2018's most influential people of the year.
No. He's going to be on Time Magazine, this guy?
Yeah, he already was.
Oh.
He has pink hair.
He's been on ESPN.
What is our world turning into?
The
That's the question.
He's been on CNN. He's been on.
You've heard of the Ninja, right?
Yeah, he's the ninja in Fortnite.
Yeah.
He was like the badass in Fortnite.
Yeah, that's
so,
what.
I've never.
My kid.
He launched in 2011.
Okay.
So
He's a veteran.
his net worth is 900.
No, don't tell me.
Yeah,
Don't say
900 million?
Don't say
Oh,
900
12.
million.
I'm sorry, it's like 12.
Okay, I was going to say, I'm quitting mortgages right now. And we're going to
start
play
playing
Fortnite
video games
all day long.
Well, if you watch him, he's very. It's interesting because he's got a little bit of a gimmick, and I think that's what you need in businesses is some type of little gimmick, right?
Absolutely. So speaking of, last night, I get home and my kids are like, they're back in like the art room or whatever, and they're yelling, "Don't come in here! Don't come in here!" Which usually means like making something or about to be some presentation or whatever's going to happen. And they both come out wearing my wife and I's bathrobes with white construction paper headbands. And you know what it says? Ninja. And they're dressed like the dude Ninja from Fortnite, both of them.
Oh, my God.
Last night.
What is our world
ironic.
coming to?
I tell you, I mean, it's one thing to play the video games, but to watch someone else play, I just can't get it. I don't
get it.
So my son had a sleepover the other
there.
night, and his buddy doesn't have a Switch, and his buddy plays the Fortnite on his Xbox, right? Well, Landon has an Xbox. Instead of his buddy playing on the Xbox and Landon playing on the Switch, which I don't even understand like the whole thing because it's not a two-player thing. We have to do it differently. He's sitting there on the ground watching Landon play, and I'm like, Gavin, I was like, don't you want to play? Like, you want me to set this up for you or whatever? He goes, no, I like watching him. So that's what the kids do. They don't even in person. It'd be like me going to Doug's house and sitting there watching him play Super Mario Brothers. Sorry, that's how old I am.
So we this is a business show. So maybe we should talk about business a little bit. So I do have a question.
The business about this. What's the business?
I have a question. So like my business this year is 10 years. So I'm looking at trying to I see there's companies out there that have their marketing is like big and loud and they have big trailers with stuff everywhere. They, all their trucks are well wrapped, and it's just very loud. So I'm actually considering trying to do the exact opposite. My company, we mostly deal with higher-end clients. We do a lot of high-end stuff. So I'm trying to make my logo. I'm actually changing my logo this year. I'm trying to make everything more just simplified and not as loud and not as screaming.
Wow, you're going to do a whole rebranding.
Yeah, I'm rebranding my entire company this year.
Well, I just said that with the guy with the yellow and black. That's what I was talking
But it's not.
about.
I don't want to do. Mine's going to be very simplified.
Are you talking about to the point where you like don't even want people to notice your logo on the truck?
I mean, you'll see my logo, but it's not going to be this big. Like right now, we have trailers that have like bright orange and yellow, and
you want something recognizable, but you don't want to be over the top.
Yeah,
you don't want to be gaudy.
Exactly. Because we deal with a lot of our clients have multi-million-dollar homes, and we're doing high-end stuff, and I want it to be very simplified and streamlined.
My recommendation is just to remember that you're a roofer, I'm a plumber, you're a mortgage broker. If you're going to go and do a major rebranding like that, consult with an expert. Consult
my marketing
have a
guys
team,
all over it.
use a professional to guide you through that.
My guy is all over it.
The money and
He's been
do
doing
it
this
right.
for 30-some years. That's all he's done.
Yeah, you cannot try to wear that hat.
Correct.
You will burn. It will cost.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything. I'm literally meeting with him once a week, and we're going over.
Hey guys, we're going to take a quick break here on the Business Happy Hour. We'll be back in just a minute. When we get back, Gary's going to tell you how to call and be a call-in guest on the show, and how you too can be a part of the Business Happy Hour. You're listening to Frank, Ryan, and Doug with the Business Happy Hour on 970 and 1250. We'll be back in a minute. This is Frank Coto, president of Lincoln Lending Group and 813mortgage.com, your no junk fee mortgage lender. If you're a veteran and you're looking to purchase or refinance a home, please visit 813mortgage.com today and complete your fast, free 5-minute VA loan application. My team will approve you in less than 24 hours, and we will beat any written loan estimate from any other bank. Thank you to all of our customers who made us the #1 mortgage lender in Tampa over the last 19 years. Call 813mortgage today, and don't forget, you drop the E, we'll drop your fee.
Have all the rain and storms this year left your roof unprotected? Do you need an honest, reliable, and trustworthy roofing company? Call Suncoast Roofing Solutions today at 813-283-2544 for a free evaluation and no obligation estimate. You'll appreciate their personalized solutions and no-pressure consultants. You can find Suncoast Roofing Solutions on the web at suncoastroofingsolutions.com, where honesty, integrity, and craftsmanship come first.
Hey, are you a plumber in Tampa Bay or know a plumber looking for a great career change? Tampa Bay Plumbers is looking for several qualified service plumbers with top compensation packages between $75,000 and $100,000 per year, offering paid holidays, vacation pay, major medical, and unbeatable work environment. We are the highest rated company because of our plumbers, and we want you to join our team today. Call 813-PLUMBER. That's 813-PLUMBER. Remember, plumbing problems are no problem for Tampa Bay Plumbers.
This is Frank Coto, president of Lincoln Lending Group and 813mortgage.com, your no junk fee mortgage lender. If you're a veteran and you're looking to purchase or refinance a home, please visit 813mortgage.com today and complete your fast, free 5-minute VA loan application. My team will approve you in less than 24 hours, and we will beat any written loan estimate from any other bank. Thank you to all of our customers who made us the #1 mortgage lender in Tampa over the last 19 years. Call 813mortgage today, and don't forget, you drop the E, we'll drop your fee.
Negative online stories and reviews about you or your business take seconds to create but years to remove. How many customers and dollars will you lose due to lies and rumors on the internet? Reputation.com is here to tell your story online the way you want it told. Grab a pen or put this number in your cell phone, but call 800-532-9217. When you call, you'll get free information on how you can legally fight and bury negative internet postings. With Reputation.com, you can now positively promote yourself or your business online using our patented technology and internet PR experts. Join thousands of individuals, businesses, and professionals who have successfully taken control of their Google search results. You're losing money every day from potential customers who pass on you because of negative information about you online. Call today and get a free reputation review and start taking control of your Google results. Call 800-532-9217. That's 800-532-9217. 800-532-9217.
I'm Navy veteran Eric Dane. Join us for CBS Eye on Veterans with information for vets transitioning to civilian life, weekday mornings at 7:50 and Saturday evenings at 6, right here on 1250 WHNZ.
Facing slow traffic on westbound I-4 from the Selma connector into 275. A serious accident is being investigated where a vehicle slammed into a tree on Keene Road at East Bay. Try and stay away from this intersection. Also had a deputy-involved crash at 62nd Avenue North near 54th Street. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson and Newark Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line at 866-545-9595.
This report is sponsored by Universal Orlando Resort. Whether it's casting spells, making mischief, or facing raptors, Universal Orlando pass holders don't hide their passion. They own it. And Florida residents can too with a 2-park pass at universalorlando.com.
Hey, it's Todd Schnitt live 3 to 6 on 1250 WHNZ.
You're listening to the Business Happy Hour with Frank Coto, Ryan Pelky, and Doug Ford. Now, back to the show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Business Happy Hour. We're having an interesting show today. We don't have a guest, so we're just focusing on ourselves. And I did forget to tell everybody, if you've never listened to the Business Happy Hour before, we're 3 local successful entrepreneurs. We like to get together every Wednesday at 11 a.m. and come on the show live, help out local business owners, entrepreneurs. We're always looking for a good guest. If you guys would like to come on the show, we'd like it if you're a successful business owner, or maybe you're just starting a business. And you can give us some tips to the listeners, or maybe you've been in business forever. That'd be great. A great guest to come on the show. You can reach us at our email, which is BHH for Business Happy Hour, BHHIHeart@gmail.com. That's BHHIHeart@gmail.com. And if you'd like to call and be a live guest on the show, Gary, how are they going to reach us?
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you, guys. Come on, give us a call here if you've got any questions. Before the break, Doug drops a bombshell on his radio partners, Ryan and I. A bombshell report. It's like a CNN bombshell. Doug said he's rebranding his entire company. Now, why are you doing it? You just want a fresh taste? A fresh look?
It's been 10 years, and I just, something different. And
well, it's just funny I say that because a lot of people would say, man, you've been in business 10 years. I mean, that's a milestone. You have a well-known brand, a well-known company. I would almost think the opposite.
So we're actually, I'm even looking at, my website's going to say the same, but getting like, we focus mostly on tile. So really having more gear towards tile, like srs-tile.com or, SRS, we're looking at different ideas for websites and things like that.
SRS is Suncoast Roofing Solutions, guys.
Correct.
888-888-ROOF.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, have you thought about doing something with SRS?
I can't find SRS.com is taken, but there's like SRS-roof.com, SRS.
I meant with your logo.
Yeah, we're changing the logo completely.
Yeah, I mean it's a very to me there's not much else that makes me more nervous about business. I feel the least confident in my own personal abilities when it comes to marketing and advertising. I think it's important that we know what our weaknesses are as business owners and what our strengths are, obviously. And you need to make sure that you hire the right professionals to help you guide you through those types of those transitions because they're monumental. I mean, and if you underestimate something like that, you could be sitting on the sidelines very quickly.
So the whole purpose of the Business Happy Hour is help people in business. I just had an idea for Doug, a little cheesy, but I like cheesy advertisements. SRS, we take a play on SOS, and you've got your SRS, your big bold letters with the dots in between them. And you maybe use the Morse code in your advertising. Roof leaking.
So, and the thing is, like, you
didn't like that? Go on.
We actually have gone. A lot of roofers will put in like when they do ads, so $500 off or this % off, and I kind of feel the exact opposite. Like, do you ever see Ferrari listing, give 20% off a new car? Do you ever see, a Porsche saying, oh, you get a discount on a car? You know what I mean? Like we offer a service
before Sunday.
we offer a service that's different than most other roofing companies. So I'm not like when I do my marketing, we don't try to gimmick people into calling us. When you call us, you're going to get this product. So that's kind of how we market ourselves. I don't try to do gimmick cheesy things to try to build people, bring people in.
Speaking of gimmicks and cheesy, 813 Mortgage. You drop the E, we'll drop your fee. Go right.
I've been through the same. You and I have the same story on this because we both have competitors with very similar names.
Yep.
And you don't have that problem, do you? No, Frank doesn't have that problem, but we do.
Sure, he does globally or nationally.
Actually, you're talking about other companies with the same name?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's Suncoast.
Yeah.
I had one
in Plumbing.
Yeah,
which is
right.
horrible.
It's close.
Which is why we've made such a big push on 813 Plumber. Our 813 Plumber brand is
so that's
pretty
why
much as recognizable as Tampa Bay Plumbers. It's kind of why
I'm trying to consider going the SRS-tile.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And pushing it for that. That way, really differentiates us. Because like I said, we're more of a tile company. We do, 4,000 or 5,000 squares of tile a year. It's our specialty.
And it's a major deal because if you're spending, over the course of your business life cycle, millions and millions of dollars on advertising, and you have a competitor out there that's not very, there's.
So the only nice thing about my competitor is that because they can't get the website, they literally can't get Suncoast anything website.
Right.
So they have some random website that's like something roofing, and we look up Suncoast, it always goes to my website. So the only problem is I get so many phone calls of leaks. Oh, you did my roof 6 months ago or a year ago, it's leaking.
Right.
We look up data, it was like, ma'am, you called the wrong phone number.
Yeah, but you can flip them. You can flip them.
But they already
got a warranty with the other
under
person.
warranty, then yeah. But the ones how many of them have not been under warranty?
So we definitely get calls that they think it's that company, it's us, because they can't find them anywhere. You can't look online and get Suncoast and not find me.
See, I guess that would be great if you had a competitor with a similar name that outspent you on advertising.
He probably does.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. But if you're the one outspending, then that's a bad thing. You're basically giving calls away to your competitor who stole your name.
Yep.
Very frustrating aspect.
My competitor is there's a Lincoln Lending group in Miami. Actually, I think it's just Lincoln Lending in Miami, apparently they got in a lot of trouble for fraud about 10 years ago. So I went through, when the crash was going on, I went through like 2 years of phone calls and people, not phone calls, people like, yeah, we decided not to use your company. And I'm like, why? They're like, well, because of all the fraud complaints for your Miami office. I'm like, what Miami office? And then you have to go through probably what you guys do, explaining that's not my company. Look it up. I don't own them. We only have 2 offices, and that's not one of them. So sometimes having a competitor with a similar name can be a blessing. Sometimes
have you tried trademarking?
I have not.
It's a waste.
To trademark. Yeah, well, you trademarked, right?
My name's trademarked, and the amount of money I have to spend to enforce my trademark is ridiculous.
Yeah.
More like just the threat of you.
Yeah, I mean, my lawyers threatened this. There's 2 companies now. They've threatened both companies multiple times, multiple letters, multiple phone calls, and these other companies are such low life they have no idea what they're doing.
Well, yeah, and it's the most expensive form of litigation you can possibly get yourself into.
I just don't understand how the state of Florida can allow 2 companies to open the same, relatively the same name. Yeah. How can the state allow that?
It doesn't make sense.
It makes 0 sense.
No, you can open up Google Suncoast Roofing tomorrow on Sunbiz, but Google's going to hit you with a cease and desist in a few days. You're going to be slapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to do with who wants to enforce it, right?
Exactly.
Who has the most money?
Right, exactly.
Really what it boils down to.
We can tell some stories when we get back on that. My wife had one as well with her appraisal company, and she did end up having to change the name of her company even after it was in business for like 5 years. Yep. So it comes down to money, guys. You listen to the Business Happy Hour here on 970 and 1250. When we get back, we're going to talk about the state of the local economy. What you should be doing, or if you're living in Central Florida, how are things looking for you and your business here on the Business Happy Hour. We'll be back in just a minute.
Your shot at $1,000 now. Text the nationwide keyword WINGS to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's WINGS to 200-200.
A stairwell into an ER at a moment's notice. Together, we can turn a rescue ship for refugees into a maternity ward. Together, we can vaccinate 710,000 people in just 11 days. Together, we are Doctors Without Borders. Doctors Without Borders goes where others don't to provide life-saving medical care. Learn more at doctorswithoutborders.org.
At Merrick, we know dogs are in charge. So our dog foods start with deboned meat, poultry, or fish, and Sorry. Coming! Here's your ducky. And because real whole foods are better for your dog, each Merrick recipe is packed with whole fruits and vegetables. Excuse me. You want to go out right now? Okay. Dogs are in charge. Serve them well. Merrick. Available at your local pet store.
News on 1250 WHNZ.
The governor has officially made it a second-degree felony to injure or kill a police or fire dog or police horse.
These are animals that are placed in harm's way, and they're doing that to protect us and our communities.
The governor signed the bill this morning. An Orlando police officer can claim victory in a dispute over his suspension. Officer Robert Shellhorn was suspended for 80 hours for referring to customers at a gay nightclub as savages. An arbitrator says his suspension was excessive and also ruled the term savages may have just referred to the behavior of the bar's customers. A Falcon 9 rocket won't begin a space station resupply mission from the Cape before Friday morning at the earliest. This morning's launch was called off because of power issues on the ISS. With Florida's news, I'm Larry Spillman.
This is Frank Coto, president of Lincoln Lending Group and 813mortgage.com, your no junk fee mortgage lender. If you're a veteran and you're looking to purchase or refinance a home, please visit 813mortgage.com today and complete VA loan application.
Back to the Business Happy Hour. Your host, Frank Coto, here. I turned down my volume and can't even hear myself. So we got Doug Ford of Suncoast Roosting. Suncoast Roosting. All right. And Roofing Solutions, and Ryan Pelky of TampaBay Plumbers.
TampaBay Plumbers.
Not
plumbing. Not plumbing. Big difference. Big difference.
They do plumbing, but they are plumbers, not plumbing.
Much different.
Of course, myself, 813mortgage.com, Lincoln Lending Group. Ryan, you were talking about something I found interesting. Ryan's the guy that introduced me to the idea of doing the 813 mortgage because he bought the 813 plumber phone number, and I turned around and ended up getting the website, very, very much like you.
Mm-hmm.
But you're talking about like your rebranding, like Doug's rebranding his company, same name, different logos. We've kind of done like a co-branding,
right? Yeah,
with
exactly.
our companies.
Yeah, and I did it out of necessity. I guess your bad competitor was down in Miami, so that probably didn't affect you that much.
Not so much.
But TampaBay Plumbing has had a big effect on us. There's no doubt about it.
So
we were a much bigger company at the time they started. They could only take business from us. We really couldn't take any business from them.
So
they had everything to gain. We had everything to lose. So we felt like we needed to come up with a new way to catch people's attention,
And so that's the reason that you really pushed the 813 plumber is because the similarity to your name and the other company.
Right. It's kind of taken on a life of its own.
Do you ever run into an issue like I run into issues all the time where I'm trying to decide, I'm going to do a seminar, I'm going to do an ad, or I'm going to do this or do that. What do I choose? You know what I mean? Do I tell people to go to 813 Mortgage, but see 813 Mortgage is primarily my application website. It's not my website. Yeah. Or do I tell them to go to Lincoln Lending Group, which is lincolnlend.com, and then it links into there? I mean, what do you guys think as business owners? I mean, do I push the more local 813 Mortgage thing and just get them?
So what's your audience? Is it national or locally?
Anybody. Florida's my audience, but my primarily my advertising is Central Florida, which I want to get into, by the way, the economy in Central Florida while we're talking as well.
Yeah, which is fantastic.
But what do you guys think? What would you recommend that I do as a business owner?
How do most people call? Like, how are most people buying your product, your service?
Most of the people are going to be coming through our realtor relationships, or like for instance,
so how do they find you?
Do they call or do they call or go to the website?
Call. I would say.
And where do they? Was it someone as a referral, or they find you somewhere?
Mostly referral, but I'm more talking about when I'm advertising, when I'm trying to advertise for people who have not been referred. I'm trying to get brand new organic business. I don't know. I mean, how do you guys feel? Like if you see me advertise 813 Mortgage, and that just brings you to the application, the pre-app website, where it's just you're filling out a form to get approved.
Yeah.
Compared to, would you rather go to an old school, web page where you have some links, apply now, blah blah blah? Like as a consumer, what are you going to want to see?
I'd personally rather go right to the landing page, right to the spot where you can fill out and do what you need to do.
I agree.
You agree?
I mean, as far as your branding goes, I mean, again, this is probably something better to bring in a consultant on, some sort of an advertising marketing professional. But I would imagine that you'd want to direct them to how people how you're getting their business.
I mean, we talked about
most often, whether it's the phone. If it's the phone, then brand it that way.
We talked about lunch today. Something that we all, maybe Ryan included, that we don't do as much as we should, is that my best business is referral. So almost 90-80% of our clients that I get a referral from, we close on because they realize the type of work we do. Whereas, if I spend money on marketing, a lot of times I don't get as good a return on that as I do my referrals. So we have a database of clients we've sold roofs for. It's, utilizing those clients and letting them know that you have maybe a referral program, or just that you keep your name fresh with them so they can give you referrals. Yep. I think that's a huge thing that I don't focus on as much. And I know, Frank, you mentioned the same thing.
Referrals, are huge.
Just focusing on past clients and getting referrals.
Yeah, I think that's my weakest area.
My weakest too. For sure.
That's terrible for me to agree with you guys. That's mine too.
I don't spend we spend hardly zero money on remarketing our existing
best
customers.
Marketing. And in my marketing, I keep telling them, Doug, you need to figure out a program, maybe once a quarter, send them a newsletter or something that to keep you fresh.
We have 25,000 customers in our database.
Wow.
25,000. Customers.
Now, the
unique customers in our database.
The math is that it's way cheaper for you to get on with us. Hey, we've got a caller right now. It's you guys. I want to bring him on. It's Nick Moon. Ryan and I know him. I think you've heard him before on the show, Doug. Let's see if we can get him on the horn with us here. Nick, are you there? Nick, you there?
What's up, guys?
Hey, how you doing today?
Great. How are you?
Doing good. I've got Ryan and Doug on with you. This is Mr. Nick Moon, the owner of Seafood Station over in Melbourne. I want to talk some business with you, man. How's everything going?
Good. First, I've got to give a big happy 40th birthday to Mr. Ryan over there. He turned the big 4-0, I heard.
Oh man, Ryan, can you hear Nick? Do you lose him on the headset?
I did. Yeah, the one day I don't bring my headset in here is the day Nick calls in.
That's the day Nick calls in. He just wished you a happy 40th birthday.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. I just got my headset on, so I can hear you now, loud and clear. How you doing?
Good. I hope it's not the hearing that's going.
No, no, I still have all my faculties.
Yeah.
Good. I'm doing fantastic, guys. Thanks for calling, or thanks for having me on.
Yeah. We're happy that you gave us a buzz today. So Nick is a businessman and entrepreneur. Nick actually helped me start Lincoln Lending Group almost 20 years ago, and then he decided to go into the smelly fish business, which has become extremely good for you. You're what? How many restaurants have you opened now, or what's going down?
I have 3 officially open. I have 2 more that we're remodeling to open, and then we have more that we're looking at and negotiating on right now.
Wow, are these seafood stores, or are they actual restaurants where you sit down and eat?
Yep. So the concept is fast casual seafood restaurant. Really high quality ingredients served in a casual setting, nothing fancy, counter service, no snooty waiters, things like that. It's just seafood, really good seafood in a simple, fast way.
Cool.
Yeah, and it's called Seafood Station, right?
Yeah, so in Florida, in Central Florida, we started in Melbourne with the name Melbourne Seafood Station in the old gas station, which Frank helps me come up with the name.
Yes. That's right. The Seafood Station. Well, it's a gas station.
Yep. That's how we got the Seafood Station. And then that really blew up in Melbourne.
Right.
And so we're expanding now over to Orlando, and then we hope to come to Tampa, Daytona, Jacksonville, Lakeland, hit all the cities in Central Florida within the next 2 years.
So,
and then out in Colorado, which I'm calling you from Colorado right now, by the way, guys.
Oh, nice. How's the weather out there?
It's raining today. It snowed yesterday, but then the sun came out, and it was like 65, so it's Colorado.
That's awesome. It snowed.
I love Colorado.
So you're opening restaurants in Colorado as well?
Yep. So Colorado, we're calling the brand out here Clawfish, which is more of something that we feel like would resonate nationally. It's a little more simple name and kind of explains what we do. And so, yeah, we're looking at multiple locations in Colorado. We already have one right now that's under remodel. And so we're going to expand in both states.
That's awesome.
That is. Congratulations.
So we were about to get into Central Florida and talking about the market. When Ryan and Doug and I did our pre-show, we were talking about, there was a question, and it was whether are we in a bubble here locally compared to the nation. And it's interesting because now you're about to open a business thousands of miles away. Nick, you and your family are from Central Florida. You guys are from the East Coast over in the Melbourne side. Of course, we're over here in Tampa. What do you feel about? Let's start with Florida and the Central Florida economy. How do you feel about it? Do you feel like we're different than the rest of the nation? Do you feel like the whole nation's in a bubble? Give us your opinion.
Well, I feel like the Florida market has definitely a lot of room to grow when you go to other places and just see like how much things cost and how much real estate costs and how much people are spending on luxury items. And it's just, for me, it's a totally different mentality. I think that, it's where you're at is your perspective. So I feel like in Florida, things are a lot cheaper. There's no income tax. Everybody's trying to operate on a lower income, whereas when you go to New York City or come out here to Colorado where things are just booming, it's like a whole different level. So on that note, I feel like Florida and Central Florida has plenty of room to expand.
Yeah, we feel the same way. I know I do.
Yeah, we all came to agreement on our meeting in that sense that even if the rest of the country may be approaching some sort of bubble or not, let's say just not be as strong as us, that we have a lot of strength in the Central Florida area.
And just the net migration, alone, there's so many people moving here.
Definitely. I mean, Tampa as a whole, and we've talked about it with all the, there's so much technology trying to come into the Tampa area. There's a big boom right now for the tech hubs.
Right.
Which obviously brings younger generations, and it's just like I have a lot of friends, as I said, moving from D.C. down to Tampa.
Right.
Tampa's like known as the big hotspot. It's one of the biggest, fastest growing cities right now.
And Nick brought up a good point. We talked about this in the pre-show as well. Is the mass migration you have from some of these higher tax states, which are actually historically large population states, New York, California, with their state income tax. We got to take a quick break here in just a minute. But Nick, is there income tax in the state of Colorado? Is there a state tax?
Yeah, you've got a state income tax of 4% out here, but the property tax is much lower. So, in that sense, if you own property, you could actually be better off depending on, how everything works out.
Right. Okay. Well, hey, if you want to hang on, we're going to take a break. If not, if you got to go, that we understand. But we're going to take a quick 4-minute break here. We're going to come back into the last segment on the Business Happy Hour. We're going to give you guys the business tip of the week. It's going to be a good one. We've already started touching on it here on the show, so if you want to guess, and if you want to call in, well, actually, just call in next week. Gary, how do they call? 877-897-8255. Oh, Gary's mic is off. 897.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897.
I'll be back in just a minute.
Have all the rain and storms this year left your roof unprotected? Do you need an honest, reliable, and trustworthy roofing company? Call Suncoast Roofing Solutions today at 813-283-2544 for a free evaluation and no obligation estimate. You'll appreciate their personalized solutions and no-pressure consultants. You can find Suncoast Roofing Solutions on the web at suncoastroofingsolutions.com, where honesty, integrity, and craftsmanship come first.
Hey, are you a plumber in Tampa Bay or know a plumber looking for a great career change? Tampa Bay Plumbers is looking for several qualified service plumbers with top compensation packages between $75,000 and $100,000 per year, offering paid holidays, vacation pay, major medical, and unbeatable work environment. We are the highest rated company because of our plumbers, and we want you to join our team today. Call 813-PLUMBER. That's 813-PLUMBER. Remember, plumbing problems are no problem for Tampa Bay Plumbers.
This is Frank Coto, president of Lincoln Lending Group and 813mortgage.com, your no junk fee mortgage lender. If you're a veteran and you're looking to purchase or refinance a home, please visit 813mortgage.com today and complete your fast, free 5-minute VA loan application. My team will approve you in less than 24 hours, and we will beat any written loan estimate from any other bank. Thank you to all of our customers who made us the #1 mortgage lender in Tampa over the last 19 years. Call 813mortgage today, and don't forget, you drop the E, we'll drop your fee.
Have all the rain and storms this year left your roof unprotected? Do you need an honest, reliable, and trustworthy roofing company? Call Suncoast Roofing Solutions today at 813-283-2544 for a free evaluation and no obligation estimate. You'll appreciate their personalized solutions and no-pressure consultants. You can find Suncoast Roofing Solutions on the web at suncoastroofingsolutions.com, where honesty, integrity, and craftsmanship come first.
Negative online stories and reviews about you or your business take seconds to create but years to remove. How many customers and dollars will you lose due to lies and rumors on the internet? Reputation.com is here to tell your story online the way you want it told. Grab a pen or put this number in your cell phone, but call 800-532-9217. When you call, you'll get free information on how you can legally fight and bury negative internet postings. With Reputation.com, you can now positively promote yourself or your business online using our patented technology and internet PR experts. Join thousands of individuals, businesses, and professionals who have successfully taken control of their Google search results. You're losing money every day from potential customers who pass on you because of negative information about you online. Call today and get a free reputation review and start taking control of your Google results. Call 800-532-9217. That's 800-532-9217. 800-532-9217.
I'm Navy veteran Eric Dane. Join us for CBS Eye on Veterans with information for vets transitioning to civilian life, weekday mornings at 7:50 and Saturday evenings at 6, right here on 1250 WHNZ.
From the Florida Central Credit Union Home Loans Traffic Center.
We're going to have you westbound on I-4 from 22nd Street into 275. There's construction in the right lane of the Suncoast Parkway in both directions, north of State Road 50, and a serious accident investigation continues in Clearwater at the intersection of Keene and East Bay where a vehicle struck a tree. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson and Utica Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line at 866-545-9595.
This report is sponsored by Auto Glass America. If you have a damaged windshield and full insurance coverage, Auto Glass America can install a new one for free and buy back your old one for up to $100 on the spot. Call 813-96-GLASS. That's 813-96-GLASS. At Auto Glass America, they turn your broken glass into cold hard cash.
It's the Schnitt Show, live 3 to 6 on 1250 WHNZ.
You're listening to the Business Happy Hour with Frank Coto, Ryan Pelky, and Doug Ford. Now, back to the show.
Hey, guys, welcome back to the show, the Business Happy Hour here. If you want to become a guest, you can email us at BHH for Business Happy Hour, bhhiheart@gmail.com. And if you want to be a call-in guest, feel free anytime. They can call
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK.
Thank you, Gary. Nick, you're still with us, right?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Awesome. So we were talking during the break, but we couldn't hear you, but talking about we completely agree with what you're saying about the cost of living and Central Florida. We were doing some research earlier, and they said right now we have about 500 people a day moving to the Central Florida area, about 150 just into Tampa alone per day. And our overall population is gone from 3 to 3.1 in 17 to 18 and expected to hit 3.3 this year. And possibly 3.5 in the next 4 years. So it's a huge sprawl of people. And I like what you were bringing up about the cost of living. And so many people, like Doug's from the D.C. area, they come down here they sell their $1 million house and then get the same thing for $300,000. That's $700,000 to spend on luxury items.
Yeah, I mean, one of my really close friends, he makes a decent living up there, but he doesn't have to, he works remotely. He's like, I can't save money up there. He's our age, and he's like, the cost of living is so expensive that his nest egg is very minuscule. So he's like, I can make the same amount of money, but it costs me half as much to live down in Florida and I'll have to deal with all the hustle and bustle up here.
Right.
He's all for it.
That's why they're all moving down here.
Right.
Hopefully they leave those liberal ideas with them. Huh? Oops, I probably wasn't supposed to say that.
Yeah, no, I agree. We're all businessmen here. So Nick, you guys are you've got the second one you just opened over in Melbourne, right? The second seafood station, and then 2 you're working on in Colorado. Is that right?
No, I've opened the third one in Melbourne, or in the Melbourne area.
Wow.
It's actually in Indian Harbor Beach.
Okay. Ryan was asking, who's running the show? Like, are you running the day-to-day operations, or do you have like a management staff, or what are you doing?
Yeah, we have about 50 employees right now, and we have managers, general managers, regional managers. We've got the whole thing.
Nice, Gary. Can you pull up Melbourne Seafood Station on the thing and show it to the listeners? We're gonna put your website up. Hopefully, you have a good website.
When are you targeting store in Tampa, Nick?
Well, that's one of the reasons that I'm out here in Colorado. My business partners are at the largest CBD producers in the country.
Oh.
And so we're having a meeting about, what our plans are in expansion, and we're really planning to ramp up Central Florida here. So I would say within the next year, we'd love to be over in the Tampa area with a location, or, ideally we'd like to put 1 or 2 in Tampa, go to St. Pete, Clearwater.
Wow.
Really hit all the areas.
That's exciting. Do you have any places in mind over here, like any real estate that you're kind of eyeing? Any areas?
Well, we just made a deal with Kite Realty, which is a publicly traded company out of Indiana, to open a location in Orlando, and then we're also in discussions with them on a couple more on properties that they own, and they own properties in Tampa, really all over the country. So, we have that relationship that we're starting, but right now I don't have any areas targeted yet.
So I'm looking at your ads on the screen right now. Are you guys going to do CBD infused lobster?
That'd be great. It'd probably sell really well.
Yeah. Actually, if you make it THC infused, there'll be a line around the door. You buy one, you get hungry, you come back around.
Chef Joey.
Yeah.
Chef Joey does it all the time.
It's going to the beverages, though, isn't it? The CBD?
I've heard that.
In all
It's going to Coca-Cola. CVS Science just announced a big plan with gum. So
CBD gum.
It'll help you stop smoking.
Ah.
I don't know if anybody who has CVSI stock, but they'd probably be interested in that.
That was Gary's tip to us. Hey, we're going to do the business tip of the week. And, Nick, if you want to chime in on this, every show on the fourth segment, we give the listeners the business tip of the week. And I just pulled this one out after something Doug and Ryan were talking about. We are all self-admittedly terrible at this, all three of us. And we're going to ask you how you are, Nick. But we all have databases. I mean, I've been in business almost 19 years now, and Ryan, 15 years, something like that.
17 years.
17 and Doug, like 10 years.
10 years.
So we have databases of thousands of clients.
We don't capitalize.
We don't market to them.
I just did a software upgrade. We have 25,000 customers.
25,000. I mean, I guarantee
in our
you.
database.
I probably got 15, and Doug, you probably have at least 10,000 people. And
I don't think that much, but I mean, in the thousands. But because I don't do that many roofs a week because we mostly do higher end stuff.
So Nick, now you're in a I don't know a food service industry, right? And we're I'm in financial and they're in like contracting services. We all should be marketing to our customer database. Do you guys do that? Do you remarket to clients, or what? How do you bring back business?
Well, I mean, for us, the entire time that we've been open, social media has been like our savior. I mean, that's where we've really communicated our messages. And so we have those, followers there. And then for us, it's about providing just a really great experience, really great food when they come in, and then remarketing something else to them while they're there. Like, you tried this today, maybe try this, something that's new. Or maybe try catering or getting delivery or, just a different way to receive the experience that they got in the store. So for us, that's how we do it.
That's a great idea. I've heard catering has been huge for a lot of business, a lot of restaurants here lately. So.
I had no idea you guys even offered that. So remarketing. What the stats say is that it's I think about a 70% cheaper to bring back an existing client. Than it is to get a new one.
It's it costs me about $75 to $100 to get a customer.
Right.
But I guess I can remarket one for about $150. Yet I continue to buy new customers. So I don't know. I don't know what my problem is.
Yeah. Doug does the same thing. So do I. Nick, we hope that you're gonna name the CBD infused lobster the Business Happy Hour lobster plate after us.
There we go.
But hey, man, we're gonna be getting off in 1 second. I commend you on your success. We'll have to have you on the show again soon, and we hope everything goes well for you, and we appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, maybe when it comes to Tampa.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, congratulations, Nick. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, when you're gonna come over to Tampa, let us know, and we'll book you in to come in live to the studio. Guys, you're listening to the Business Happy Hour here on 970 and 1250. Don't forget, every Wednesday live, and you can also check us out on YouTube and Facebook. And you should be able to ask Alexa, I think we got that fixed, to play the Business Happy Hour podcast on iHeartRadio. If not, go right to the website. We will see you guys next week at 11 a.m.